Hi, welcome to this demo of IBM Spectrum Protect version 8.18. I'll be showing you how to offload IBM Spectrum Protect Plus data to tape. Back in version 8.17, we introduced the ability to offload IBM Spectrum Protect Plus data to directory containers, and this is for long-term storage on less expensive media. And so in this version, we have extended this object agent on the Spectrum Protect server to utilize the S3 Glacier protocol to also offload to tape. Now I'll be showing you in this demo how you'll be utilizing a cold data cache in conjunction with tape to achieve this long-term data storage. So go ahead and press Get Started, and then go into Storage, Storage Pools. The first thing we're going to do is create a tape storage pool, so click on Plus Storage Pool. Go ahead and give the tape storage pool a name. In this case, we're calling it S3_tape_pool. Check the server and click Next. Select Tape Object Client. And now we need to provide a cold data cache. This is where we are going to stage the data when we're doing a backup or restore. The cold data cache needs to be large enough to handle data involved with concurrent backup and restore operations that are being driven by Spectrum Protect Plus. So if you're restoring 16 objects at one time, then the cache needs to be able to hold that. And if you're driving backups at the same time as well, then you need space for those too. So make sure you add enough space to accommodate all of these. The directories do need to pre-exist, so do make sure to carve out the space beforehand for the cold data cache. Next, you'll need to choose the tape pool you want this to go to. This can be any of your traditional tape pools or VTLs. So you will have to have predefined this tape storage to Spectrum Protect. Click Add Storage Pools. Now that we've gone ahead and created this storage pool for the S3 object offload, go ahead and close that. Now we're going to add in an object client to utilize this new S3 tape pool. I'm assuming you've already created an object agent for the Spectrum Protect server. If you haven't done that, you'll be prompted right here to do that. Go ahead and click Object Client. We're choosing the Spectrum Protect server we're adding this to. Replication will not work for an S3 object tape pool. If you want an additional copy of that data, you will need to do a backup storage pool once that data is written out to the tape. So go ahead and click Next. Give the client a name. Go ahead and click Next. We're now going to create a new policy domain, one that's specifically reserved for the use of object clients. So in this panel here, we're prompting you for a new name for that object domain policy. So go ahead and enter a name for the policy. We're going to call it Object Domain. For this policy domain, you have the options of entering a standard destination, which is either a disk object storage or cloud object storage pool, or a cold destination, which would be your tape object storage. When the Spectrum Protect Plus client goes to offload the data to the Spectrum Protect object storage, it will be able to choose whether it wants to go to the standard destination or to the cold destination. There is not any migration in between the standard and the cold. They are two separate entities. And currently, if you put the data into standard, it's going to stay in standard. Or if you put the data in cold, it will be staying in the cold. So we're going to go ahead and put the cloud pool as our standard destination, and for the cold destination, we'll put the S3 tape pool. Go ahead and click Next. Now you'll set up your at-risk settings or keep the default. Now click Add Client, and you'll see we've gone ahead and added the client, and you can see the information about that object client. The access key ID, the secret access key, and the agent certificate is going to be needed when we set up the object client to work with the Spectrum Protect Plus offload. If you did need to update an object client to either utilize this new domain, which includes a tape domain, or to update something else on it, you can click on the object clients, first of all, to sort them out. Here's our object client. We're going to double click on that to get to the details. We're going to go into the properties, and you can see here we have the policy domain S3. And at that point, you could choose a new domain if you had multiple domains out there and assign it to that object client. A couple things to note on that cold data cache that we created to utilize to stage the backups or the restores. When the Spectrum Protect Plus client goes to do a restore, it's going to specify how long to keep that data available in the cold data cache. So basically, Spectrum Protect is going to bring it back off of tape, stage it in that cold data cache, and have it ready for the Spectrum Protect Plus client to restore directly from that. You won't be able to delete the cold data cache or the object tape pool until all of the data that's associated with those object clients that wrote out to the object tape pool have deleted or expired all of their data off of them. So in summary, Spectrum Protect version 8.1.8 now supports the ability to offload data from a Spectrum Protect Plus client to tape. We do utilize the standard S3 Glacier protocol, and we are implementing a cold data cache that will be utilized for staging that data from the disk out to tape for both backups and restores. Thank you very much.